Hi everyone, this is Neel Raithatha, consultant, audiologist and director of earwax. Thank you for joining me in my latest video using the waxscape. And here we have a patient who attended with bilateral, fully occluding and impacted soft sticky wax keratin plugs. And I just begun with microsuction and I could immediately feel that this plug is strongly adhered to the floor of the ear canal. So to assist, I've instilled some medical grade olive oil spray, and I'm hoping that some of this oil will seep underneath the plug and soften this adhesive skin that's enveloped the plug but which is still attached to the floor of the ear canal. And I think I'm going to work a bit to the back of the ear canal here. Typically with the in the left ear, the wax plug tends to be attached to the posterior canal wall and the floor of the ear canal, and inversely in the right ear it's at the floor of the ear canal and the left hand side of the ear canal, so the posterior canal wall. So if you can loosen the plug in those regions, it helps to mobilize it and it just enables you to then hopefully extract it from the ear. But I'm tugging away at the wax plug with the suction probe, and although I've managed to free it from the floor of the ear canal near the entrance, it's still attached deeper in the ear. As I'm pulling this away, I can feel some resistance, but I have managed to so far bring this plug to where the first bend of the ear canal is, which is about 1/2 centimetre in. On the right hand side of the screen you can see that illuminated flesh, so that's the first bend, and a bit more in the distance on the left hand side, that piece of flesh there where that hair is protruding from, that's the second bend. Now I think I'm going to have one more attempt with microsuction before I reach out for the right angled ear hook. So I've got quite a good suction grip here, but I can just sense it's not going to come any further, so I'm just stretching open the first bend. Am I using the ear hook now? No, so in a moment you will see me use the ear hook, but I think what I was trying to do is just to stretch and distend the entrance of the ear canal a bit more to widen it, to see if this plug will squeeze out, but it did not want to play a game with me. So I think this is when I use the ear hook. So I'm just gliding it into the roof of the ear canal. I've just submerged the tip of the hook, which is slightly tapered with the right angle ear hook in comparison to the same bars, which is a bit more blunt and rounded tip. And I'm now slowly just extracting that from the ear canal. And although the occlusion has been removed, there's a bit of dead skin here on the second bend, so that flesh there is the second bend. So I'm just going to use the Curette. I want to minimize clarinetting, so I'm just using the Curette to scoop that away. Because it's been softened, if you apply a bit of pressure, sometimes the skin just glides away. A bit more of a thicker piece of skin there, which I managed to also remove. So I'm going to enter the ear and I'm really trying to straighten the ear canal. It's quite bendy, and that's the patient's eardrum, so it looks nice and healthy, good light reflex. There is a strand of hair there which wasn't causing this patient any problems. I've got an interesting video that I'm going to hopefully upload in the next few days. I used the endoscope where this patient had a couple of strands of hair on his eardrum, and his ears are very sensitive, so you could actually notice that. So I managed to extract that using forceps and the ear hook. So we're moving on to the patient's right ear. I immediately instilled some medical grade olive oil spray because it worked well in their left side. I thought there's no point delaying the inevitable, so to speak. And once again, I think here it's not so much the skin adhesion, it's the curvature of the ear canal, because it's so bendy. As I'm trying to bring this through, the plug is bigger than the region between the first and second bend. Therefore it's getting trapped, and I'm also having to try and meander this plug out. So initially I used the ear hook because it works so well in their left ear. So I'm focusing the wax scope a bit deeper where I want to embed the tip of the right angled ear hook. However, in this there right ear, as you can see, it just cut through it like a hot knife through butter. So I'm instead going to use the Curette. So once again, I'm just getting the deeper wax in focus because I want to get the Curette over and beyond it. And now I'm slowly leveraging this plug out. You can see that curve, that bend. So I was ensuring with the Curette I was following that bend, so we get it out. Now, again, the occlusion's clear. There's a bit of skin here, and I think I'm going to use the forceps to remove this. There was a bit of residual dead skin left, but it was non-significant. But I felt this piece here warranted removal. And again, because we've used the oil, it's softened that skin, so it's easier to extract. So it's quite a narrow ear, quite a bendy ear. That's the eardrum. I'm going to freeze that for you. So similarly to the left side, it's nice and healthy, a good light reflex, bit of non-significant skin just around the perimeter. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video, guys. Take care, keep well, and speak soon. Bye.